Imagine a world where ordinary lives are disrupted by extraordinary encounters, experiences that boggle the mind and challenge our understanding of reality. A world where the veil between the known and the unknown is pierced, revealing glimpses of terrifying and awe-inspiring secrets hidden within the cosmos. Welcome to the enigmatic realm of alien abductions, a phenomenon that transcends the borders of science fiction and dares to question the limits of human comprehension. In this thrilling odyssey, we embark on a roller coaster ride through hair-raising abduction accounts that will send chills down your spine. From harrowing tales of nighttime visitors to mesmerizing stories of otherworldly beings, each encounter pushes the boundaries of believability. But as we navigate the murky waters of extraterrestrial abductions, we also dive headfirst into the world of science and skepticism, exploring the depths of human curiosity and our unrelenting quest for answers. We will not only uncover the profound impact alien abduction encounters have on those who claim to have experienced them, but also delve into the minds of skeptics and experts who question their validity. Are these experiences merely hoaxes and hallucinations, or do they point to something more profound? Let's find out together. Get ready to embrace the extraordinary and confront the unknown. From the dawn of human consciousness, our species has looked skyward, captivated by the twinkling lights of the celestial expanse. Our ancient ancestors, armed with little more than their curiosity and imagination, wove intricate tales about these distant points of light. They saw in them gods and monsters, heroes and villains, and encoded their myths and legends in the constellations above. Yet, among these celestial narratives, some stories stand apart, hinting at encounters not with gods or mythical beings, but with visitors from the stars themselves. The annals of human history are peppered with tales that suggest our ancestors may have had encounters with extraterrestrial beings. From the Sumerians of Mesopotamia to the Maya of Central America, ancient civilizations across the globe have left behind tantalizing hints of contact with alien species. These cryptic clues, inscribed in stone and parchment, depicted in art and architecture, and passed down through generations as folklore, suggest that humanity's interaction with the cosmos might be far older and more complex than we ever imagined. Sumerian texts, for instance, speak of the Anunnaki, those who from heaven came. These beings, described as gods, were said to have descended from the heavens, bringing with them knowledge of agriculture, law, and civilization itself. Were these divine entities simply the creation of fertile human imagination? Or could they have been visitors from another world, their arrival and teachings interpreted through the lens of the divine? In the New World, the Maya civilization left behind stunningly accurate astronomical records, alongside depictions of figures that bear an uncanny resemblance to modern interpretations of extraterrestrials. Their intricate calendars and celestial maps, created without the aid of telescopes or modern computing, hint at a sophistication that some believe could only have been achieved with extraterrestrial guidance. The ancient Indian epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, describe fantastical flying machines known as vimanas and weapons of devastating power that eerily parallel modern accounts of UFOs and advanced technology. Could these tales be the product of human imagination, or are they remnants of a forgotten era when humans and extraterrestrials interacted openly? Our journey across the globe and through time brings us to the vast deserts of Egypt, where the Great Pyramids of Giza stand as a testament to human ingenuity. These colossal structures, built with such precision that they align with true north with an accuracy of up to 0.05 degrees, have led some to wonder whether their construction was influenced by extraterrestrial visitors. As we delve into these mysteries, we tread the line between history and speculation, between myth and reality. These early encounters, as seen through the lens of ancient civilizations, provide a foundation for our exploration of the alien abduction phenomenon. They beg us to ask, If our ancestors were indeed visited by beings from the stars, what does that mean for us today? As we stand on the precipice of this intriguing descent into the enigma of alien abductions, remember, the past may not be as far removed from the present as we think. As we turn our gaze from the enigmatic encounters of the distant past to the more recent and well-documented cases, we enter a new realm of mystery and suspense. These modern abduction accounts, with their chilling details and eerie similarities, have captured the public imagination like never before. Join us as we delve into the lives of those who claim to have been taken by beings from beyond our world, and explore the unsettling events that have forever altered their perceptions of reality. Our journey begins on a dark and winding road in rural New Hampshire, where a couple by the names of Barney and Betty Hill experienced an event that would forever change their lives and the course of ufology. On the night of September 19, 1961, the Hills were driving home from a vacation in Canada when they noticed a bright, moving light in the sky. Intrigued and uneasy, they continued driving, trying to keep their eyes on the mysterious object. As the light drew closer, their curiosity turned to dread, and they felt compelled to stop their car and investigate. Armed with a pair of binoculars, Barney Hill observed the craft as it hovered silently above the treetops, its strange shape and pulsating lights defying explanation. As he watched, the craft suddenly descended, revealing a row of windows and humanoid figures that appeared to be observing the couple. Overcome with panic, the Hills raced back to their car and sped away, but the craft continued to pursue them. As they drove, the couple experienced a strange buzzing sensation, and their memories of the next 2 hours vanished into a haze. It wasn't until later, under hypnosis, that the Hills recalled the missing time, a terrifying ordeal in which they were taken aboard the craft and subjected to medical examinations by the otherworldly beings. Their story, the first of its kind to gain widespread attention, would become the catalyst for a new era of UFO research and abduction accounts. The Hill Abduction, with its eerie combination of lost time, telepathic communication, and detailed physical descriptions of the extraterrestrial beings, set the stage for countless other encounters that would follow in its wake. As the public struggled to make sense of the Hills' harrowing experience, a new wave of fascination with the unknown washed over the world. The once taboo subject of alien abduction was now thrust into the public consciousness. The Hills' harrowing encounter rippled through society, and the world found itself grappling with a novel and unsettling phenomenon. In the aftermath of their abduction, public interest in alien life and UFOs surged, and the once fringe topic of extraterrestrial encounters was thrust into the mainstream consciousness. The tale of Barney and Betty Hill, a seemingly ordinary couple who claimed to have been taken aboard a spacecraft and examined by alien beings, shook the world to its core, forcing us to confront the possibility that we may not be alone in the universe. Newspapers, radios, and televisions across the globe were ablaze with the story, drawing in millions with the tantalizing allure of the unknown. The Hills' account was detailed, consistent, and imbued with a chilling sense of authenticity that ignited the public's imagination. Around dinner tables, in coffee shops, and across academic institutions, people began to discuss and debate the possibility of extraterrestrial life with renewed fervor. In the wake of the Hills' abduction, UFO sightings surged dramatically. More and more people began to come forward with their own tales of strange lights in the sky, missing time, and encounters with unknown entities. The world seemed to be waking up to a reality that was both thrilling and terrifying in its implications. The floodgates had been opened, and the age of the modern UFO phenomenon had truly begun. The public's growing fascination with UFOs and abductions wasn't confined to hushed whispers and captivating news stories. The scientific community, too, found itself drawn into the fray. While many scientists remained skeptical, dismissing the abduction phenomenon as the product of hoaxes, delusion, or misidentified natural phenomena, others were not so quick to write off these reports. The sheer volume of sightings and the consistent patterns within abduction narratives demanded attention. A new field of study, ufology, began to emerge, seeking to systematically study the UFO phenomenon and its implications. Researchers and enthusiasts, often working on the fringes of academia, began to collect and analyze sighting reports, seeking patterns, and attempting to separate the wheat from the chaff. They conducted interviews, organized conferences, and published their findings, adding a layer of academic sheen to the study of a phenomenon that many considered to be purely the realm of science fiction. The impact of the Hill's abduction on society was profound and far-reaching. It marked a turning point in our relationship with the cosmos, a moment when our collective gaze turned skyward with a sense of awe, wonder, and a touch of fear. As we continue our journey through the history of alien abductions, let us bear in mind the legacy of Barney and Betty Hill. Their story, whether one believes it to be fact or fiction, forever changed the way we view our place in the cosmos. It opened our eyes to the possibility of otherworldly visitors and prompted us to question the nature of our reality in ways we never had before. As we delve deeper into the world of abductions, we must be prepared to challenge our preconceived notions and boldly venture into the unknown. As the fervor surrounding the Hill abduction continued to ripple across the globe, another even earlier case of alien abduction began to emerge from the shadows. This tale, originating from the lush farmlands of Brazil, would add yet another chilling layer to the growing annals of extraterrestrial encounters. This is the story of Antoniovillis Boas, a young farmer who claimed to have had a profoundly intimate encounter with beings from another world. On the night of October 16, 1957, Antonio was working late on his family's farm when he saw a red star in the night sky. As he watched, the star grew in size and intensity until it transformed into a glaring egg-shaped object descending from the heavens. As the object touched down on the farm, Antonio tried to flee on his tractor, but found himself paralyzed, helpless as he was whisked away by humanoid figures to their waiting craft. Inside, Antonio was subjected to a series of invasive medical procedures, unlike anything he could have imagined. However, his account took an even stranger turn when he described being left alone in a room with a female entity. This being, whom Antonio described as attractive but clearly not human, initiated what he perceived to be a sexual encounter, leading many to speculate that this was an attempt at extraterrestrial hybridization. After the encounter, Antonio was released, returning to his life with an experience that was both deeply personal and profoundly disturbing. Unlike the Hill's case, Antonio's encounter was not initially shared with the public. It wasn't until several years later, after the worldwide attention garnered by the Hill abduction, that Antonio decided to share his story. His account, relayed to the renowned Brazilian journalist João Martins, sent shockwaves through the UFO community. The intimate nature of his encounter raised new, uncomfortable questions about the intentions of these alleged extraterrestrial visitors. Antonio's story, though initially met with skepticism, began to resonate with other abduction accounts that would emerge in the years to follow. As more and more abductees came forward, they too spoke of invasive procedures, often with an implied or explicit reproductive element. Antonio's case would lay the groundwork for this aspect of the abduction phenomenon, adding an unsettling new dimension to our understanding of these encounters. The Antoniovillis Boas case remains one of the most controversial and intriguing abduction accounts in the history of ufology. It serves as a stark reminder of the profoundly personal and often disturbing nature of these alleged encounters. As we delve deeper into the world of alien abductions, let us keep Antonio's story in mind, a testament to the courage it takes to come forward and share such deeply personal experiences with the world. His account, much like the Hill's, has forever shaped our collective understanding of the abduction phenomenon, pushing us to consider possibilities that may lie far beyond our comfort zones. As we journey further into the world of alien abductions, we encounter a case that stands out for its remarkable details, corroborating witnesses, and subsequent investigations. This is the story of Travis Walton, a logger from Arizona, whose 5-day disappearance in 1975 sparked one of the most widely debated and meticulously investigated cases in the annals of ufology. On the evening of November 5, 1975, Walton was working with a logging crew in the Apache Sitgreaves National Forests. As they were driving home after a long day's work, the crew spotted a bright, glowing object hovering over the forest floor. Intrigued and undeterred, Travis left the safety of the truck to get a closer look. Suddenly, a beam of light shot out from the craft, striking Walton and knocking him unconscious. Terrified, his co-workers fled the scene, leaving Walton behind. When the crew members returned with the police, Walton was nowhere to be found. An intensive search and rescue mission ensued, combing the forest for any sign of the missing logger. But Walton had seemingly vanished into thin air. It wasn't until 5 days later that he reappeared, confused and disoriented, with a tale of abduction that would rock the world of ufology. Walton claimed that he had been taken aboard the craft and subjected to an invasive examination by small, bald creatures. He recalled being in a state of terror and confusion, unable to comprehend the nature of his experience. His vivid descriptions of the craft's interior and the beings he encountered added a chilling layer of detail to his account. In the aftermath of Walton's reappearance, his story was subjected to intense scrutiny. He and his co-workers underwent polygraph tests, with the results largely supporting their accounts. The case sparked widespread media attention, stirring up a storm of controversy and skepticism. Ufologists and skeptics alike pored over the details of Walton's account, seeking to validate or debunk his extraordinary claims. The Travis Walton abduction remains one of the most famous and intensely studied cases in UFO history. Its lasting impact lies not only in the chilling details of Walton's account, but also in the subsequent investigations that it sparked. The case stands as a testament to the complexity and controversy inherent in the study of the abduction phenomenon. As we pivot from the mesmerizing account of Travis Walton, we find ourselves on the cusp of another extraordinary narrative. This story, rooted in the wild, untouched beauty of Allagash, Maine, weaves another complex thread into the enigmatic tapestry of alien abductions. This is the chilling account of the Allagash Abductions, an event where 4 adventurous souls claim to have been ensnared by the unfathomable grasp of extraterrestrial beings. In August of 1976, 4 men, Jack and Jim Weiner, Charles Foltz and Charles Rack, set off on an adventure into the wilderness of Allagash, Maine. They were artists and outdoorsmen, seeking inspiration and camaraderie in the solitude of the forest. Little did they know that their expedition would lead them into a mystery that would forever change their lives and add a new dimension to the lore of alien abductions. On the night of their alleged abduction, they were out fishing on Eagle Lake when they spotted a bright, spherical object hovering silently in the sky. Fascinated and unnerved, they watched as the object emitted a beam of light that illuminated the lake and the surrounding forest. The next thing they knew, they were back at their campsite. The fire they had stoked before setting out on the lake reduced to cold ashes. It wasn't until years later that the men began to recall disturbing details of their missing time. Following episodes of nightmares and hypnosis sessions, they remembered being aboard a spacecraft, subjected to medical examinations by strange, non-human entities. Their stories, told independently under hypnosis, were remarkably consistent, adding an eerie layer of credibility to their claims. The Allagash Abductions case, much like the Walton Incident, sparked a flurry of controversy and intrigue. It was subject to intense scrutiny, with critics pointing to the delay in the men's reporting and the use of hypnosis as factors that could cloud the truth. Yet, supporters argued that the consistency of their stories and the presence of multiple witnesses added weight to their claims. Whether one views the Allagash abductions with skepticism or belief, there's no denying its impact on the phenomenon of alien abductions. It has become a cornerstone case discussed and debated by enthusiasts and skeptics alike. It serves as a stark reminder of the elusive nature of truth in this enigmatic field, and the courage required to share such deeply unsettling experiences. As we continue our journey through these extraordinary abduction accounts, we find ourselves in the heart of one of the world's most bustling metropolises, New York City. Here, amidst the towering skyscrapers and the relentless pace of urban life, a woman named Linda Napolitano claimed to have experienced an abduction unlike any other. Her story, known as the Manhattan Transfer Abduction, serves as a powerful reminder that these enigmatic encounters can unfold even in the most unlikely of places. On November 30th, 1989, Linda Napolitano was sleeping peacefully in her Manhattan apartment when she awoke to a blinding light and the sensation of floating. To her horror, she found herself being levitated through her bedroom window and into a waiting UFO. There, she was subjected to a medical examination by beings she described as small, gray-skinned, and possessing large almond-shaped eyes. This abduction experience was unlike any other. It had allegedly occurred in the heart of New York City, with countless potential witnesses in the vicinity. But the strangeness of Napolitano's case didn't end there. In the days and weeks that followed her abduction, a series of bizarre coincidences began to unfold. Two security guards, who had been assigned to protect a United Nations diplomat, came forward claiming to have witnessed Napolitano's abduction from their vantage point on the Brooklyn Bridge. Their descriptions of the event matched Napolitano's account with eerie precision, lending a disturbing sense of credibility to her story. The Manhattan Transfer abduction soon captured the attention of the UFO community and the media, sparking a wave of debate and speculation. Skeptics questioned the plausibility of such an event occurring in a city as densely populated as New York, while believers argued that the corroborating accounts of the security guards lent the case an unprecedented level of credibility. As with so many abduction cases, the truth behind the Manhattan Transfer abduction remains elusive, but its legacy endures, reminding us that these enigmatic encounters can happen anywhere, at any time, and to anyone. It challenges our understanding of the boundaries between the known and the unknown, forcing us to reconsider the limits of our own perceptions. Linda Napolitano's story invites us to question, to explore, and to confront the mysteries that lie hidden in the shadows of our everyday lives. From the heart of New York City, our exploration of these mystifying encounters transports us across the globe to the open, starlit expanses of Australia. It is here, on a remote country road, that we encounter the captivating story of Kelly Cahill, a woman whose alleged abduction experience in 1993 was accompanied by multiple witness testimonies. Her case adds yet another layer of intrigue to the complex tapestry of alien abduction accounts. In the early hours of August 8, 1993, Kelly Cahill and her husband were driving through the Dandenong Ranges in Victoria, Australia, when they encountered a craft hovering above the road. Compelled by a force they couldn't understand, they exited their car, finding themselves confronted by tall, dark figures with glowing red eyes. What followed was a series of fragmented memories and a significant period of missing time. Cahill later recalled being aboard a spacecraft and undergoing a medical examination, similar to the experiences of many other reported abductees. But her story wasn't solely reliant on her own recollections. What set the Cahill case apart were the corroborating testimonies of other witnesses. On that same night, two other cars carrying a total of 5 people reported seeing the same hovering craft and experienced a period of missing time. Their descriptions of the craft and the entities matched Cahill's account, adding a chilling element of credibility to her story. The Cahill case, much like the Manhattan Transfer abduction, shook the UFO community. The similarities between the independent witnesses' accounts were difficult to dismiss, yet skeptics pointed to the fragmented memories and missing time as indications of possible memory confabulation or sleep paralysis. Despite the controversy, Kelly Cahill's case remains one of the most compelling in the annals of alien abduction history. It serves as a stark reminder of the profound and often disconcerting impact these experiences can have on those who endure them. It invites us to consider the astonishing possibilities that lie beyond the realm of our understanding and to approach these narratives with both skepticism and an open mind. As we continue this journey through the elusive world of alien abductions, let's carry with us the stories of those like Kelly Cahill, who had the courage to share their deeply unsettling experiences. These accounts, in all their mystery and complexity, continue to shape our understanding of this enigmatic phenomenon, challenging us to keep questioning, investigating, and exploring the unfathomable depths of the unknown. As we transition from the chilling narratives of individual encounters, we now delve deeper into the broader landscape of the alien abduction phenomenon. It's a realm fraught with mystery and controversy, with patterns and anomalies intertwining to form a puzzle that continues to baffle us. Our exploration now takes us into the labyrinth of commonalities and peculiarities that define these abduction stories. Our journey has taken us from the wilderness of Allagash to the bustling streets of Manhattan and the open expanses of Australia, and certain patterns and motifs have emerged. These threads, shared across time and geography, offer tantalizing clues into the nature of the abduction phenomenon. Many abductees report similar experiences: the sighting of an unexplained craft, periods of missing time, and memories, often recovered under hypnosis, of being subjected to medical examinations by non-human entities. There are descriptions of the abductors that recur with a striking frequency. small gray-skinned beings with large almond-shaped eyes, often referred to as greys, and taller, more humanoid figures. Yet, within these commonalities, there are also notable deviations. The entities encountered during the Cahill abduction, with their glowing red eyes, deviate from the typical gray description. The urban setting of the Manhattan transfer abduction is at odds with the more common rural or isolated locations of these incidents. These discrepancies add another layer of complexity to the phenomenon, further muddying the waters of our understanding. These patterns and deviations offer a tantalizing dichotomy. On one hand, the commonalities lend a sense of credibility to the phenomenon, hinting at a shared experience that transcends individual imagination or fabrication. On the other hand, the deviations caution us against drawing broad conclusions, reminding us of the idiosyncrasies inherent in personal experiences and perceptions. With these captivating patterns and intriguing anomalies in mind, we now tread on the elusive trail of tangible proof, physical evidence left behind in the wake of these enigmatic encounters. This evidence, ranging from inexplicable scars to purported implants, serves as an integral chapter in our exploration of the alien abduction phenomenon. Many individuals who report alien abductions also claim physical reminders of their experiences, unexplained scars, marks, or even foreign objects implanted in their bodies. These physical traces, they argue, lend a degree of credibility to their accounts, providing tangible evidence of their encounters. Take the case of Whitley Strieber, a prominent figure in the world of alien encounters, who, after his alleged abduction, discovered a strange scar on his finger that hadn't been there before. Or consider the experiences of many abductees who report the mysterious onset of scoop marks or triangular patterns on their skin following their encounters. Perhaps the most compelling claims of physical evidence come from those who believe they've discovered implants, foreign objects of unknown origin within their bodies. Dr. Roger Lear, a California-based podiatrist, became a controversial figure for his extraction and analysis of these so-called alien implants. Though his work has been met with skepticism, he and others in his field contend that these objects, often composed of complex metals and emitting strange frequencies, are proof of extraterrestrial contact. Yet, as with all facets of the abduction phenomenon, the physical evidence is contentious. Skeptics point out that unexplained scars or marks can be the result of numerous mundane factors, and the so-called implants, they argue, are often indistinguishable from terrestrial debris. The debate around physical evidence serves as a microcosm of the wider conversation surrounding the abduction phenomenon. It is a contentious and enthralling dialogue that constantly navigates the tension between belief and skepticism, between the tangible and the unknown. It reminds us that even in the face of the most bewildering mysteries, our quest for understanding continues, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a steadfast determination to explore the profound and the puzzling. From the tangible evidence of scars and implants, our journey into the depths of the abduction phenomenon now takes a detour into the labyrinth of the human mind. As we delve into the psychological impact of these enigmatic encounters, we see yet another facet of their profound and lasting effects. Individuals who report alien abductions often describe immediate psychological effects. The experience is typically marked by intense fear and confusion. Some abductees recount feelings of paralysis or the sensation of being drawn towards the alien beings against their will. This initial encounter can be traumatic, leaving indelible imprints on the psyche. Yet, the psychological impact of these encounters often extends far beyond the immediate aftermath. Long-term effects can be equally, if not more, profound. Many abductees report symptoms consistent with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, including nightmares, flashbacks, and a heightened state of anxiety. They may feel a pervasive sense of otherness, a feeling of not fully belonging in the world as they knew it. For some, these experiences lead to a radical transformation of their worldview. They may develop a heightened interest in spiritual matters, a sense of cosmic citizenship, or a profound concern for the Earth and its ecological future. This transformative aspect, often overlooked, adds yet another layer of complexity to our understanding of the abduction phenomenon. Yet, as with all aspects of this enigmatic phenomenon, the psychological impact of abduction experiences is subject to debate. Some psychologists propose alternative explanations, such as sleep paralysis or memory distortions, to account for these experiences. Despite the skepticism, for many abductees, the psychological impact of their experiences is as real and tangible as any physical evidence. This foray into the psychological realm underscores the profoundly personal and human aspect of the abduction phenomenon. It is a journey that takes us beyond the physical and into the realm of the mind and spirit, revealing the multifaceted and deeply personal ways these experiences can shape an individual's life. Turning the page from the visceral human experiences and their psychological ramifications, we now venture into the realm of theories and hypotheses, each offering its own lens through which to view this perplexing phenomenon. Of these, none is more widely known or hotly debated than the extraterrestrial hypothesis. The extraterrestrial hypothesis proposes a simple yet profound idea that the beings responsible for these encounters originate from beyond the confines of our planet. This theory suggests that these are not merely figments of the human psyche, but instead physical entities from distant galaxies, traversing the vast expanse of space to reach our humble Earth. This hypothesis finds its roots in the accounts of abductees themselves. The detailed descriptions of advanced technology, the seemingly supernatural abilities of the beings, and the recurrent themes of cosmic messages, all these elements lend themselves to the idea of an extraterrestrial origin. Moreover, proponents of the extraterrestrial hypothesis argue that the vastness of the universe makes it statistically likely that intelligent life exists elsewhere. They contend that such civilizations, advanced enough to master interstellar travel, could indeed be responsible for the abduction phenomenon. Yet, the extraterrestrial hypothesis is not without its skeptics. Critics argue that the vast distances and the inhospitable nature of space make interstellar travel highly unlikely, even for a highly advanced civilization. They point out that despite the abundance of abduction reports, conclusive physical evidence of extraterrestrial life remains elusive. This ongoing debate underscores the complex and multifaceted nature of the abduction phenomenon. It highlights our collective struggle to make sense of experiences that lie outside our conventional understanding, pushing us to question and explore the boundaries of our knowledge. As we delve deeper into the various theories and hypotheses, we encounter an entirely different perspective, one that seeks to explain the abduction phenomenon through the lens of psychology. Could the answer to this enigma lie not in the vast reaches of space, but within the mysterious workings of the human mind? Hallucinations, often triggered by stress or fatigue, are one possible explanation put forth by some researchers. They argue that abduction experiences could be vivid, dream-like hallucinations, where the mind creates a seemingly tangible reality. The detailed accounts and the emotional intensity of these experiences could be attributed to the brain's remarkable capacity for imagination and storytelling. Another theory gaining traction in psychological circles is sleep paralysis. This state, which occurs when the brain is caught between sleep and wakefulness, can produce vivid, lifelike hallucinations, often accompanied by an overwhelming sense of dread and the sensation of being physically restrained. Some experts propose that many abduction experiences could be explained by this curious and often terrifying sleep disorder. Beyond these specific theories, a broader psychological explanation suggests that the abduction phenomenon is an expression of deep-seated human anxieties and desires. Proponents of this view argue that the stories of alien encounters might serve as a means for individuals to process their fears, hopes, and the complexities of their inner lives, albeit through a fantastical and otherworldly narrative. Skeptics of the psychological perspective, however, argue that it fails to account for the consistency and shared elements found in abduction accounts across time and cultures. They contend that the striking similarities between these stories defy the idea of individual psychological phenomena and suggest that something more profound is at play. Whether one subscribes to the psychological theories or remains unconvinced, their exploration offers a fascinating glimpse into the depths of the human psyche. It serves as a reminder that the mind, much like the universe, holds its own mysteries and enigmas, waiting to be explored and understood. As we navigate through this labyrinth of theories and perspectives, we are drawn towards yet another layer of complexity: the intricate web of cultural and societal influences that shape and mold the abduction narrative. Could our shared beliefs, our collective fears, and the stories we tell be adding their own contours to this enigma? We live in a world where our understanding of reality is continuously influenced and altered by the media we consume. From the earliest pulp science fiction magazines to the latest blockbuster movies, popular culture has long been fascinated with the idea of extraterrestrial life and alien encounters. This omnipresent narrative has undoubtedly played a role in shaping our collective consciousness around the abduction phenomenon. But it isn't just the sensational stories of Hollywood that feed into this. News reports, supposed leaked government documents, and the impassioned testimonies of abductees themselves all contribute to a societal landscape where the extraordinary can feel remarkably tangible. Societal beliefs, too, have a part to play. In a world grappling with existential threats and questions of identity, the notion of extraterrestrial entities can serve as a symbol of our shared anxieties and hopes. Some theorists argue that stories of abductions and otherworldly encounters are, in a way, a reflection of our collective psyche, a mirror held up to the human condition. Yet, the influence of culture and society is a double-edged sword. While it can help propagate the abduction narrative, it also fuels skepticism. Critics argue that the pervasiveness of the alien abduction motif in media and popular culture can lead to a kind of contamination of individual experiences, making it difficult to discern genuine encounters from those influenced by cultural exposure. This delicate interplay between individual experiences and societal influences adds another layer of complexity to our quest for understanding. It forces us to question the boundary between subjective experience and objective reality, between the stories we tell and the world we inhabit. In our pursuit of answers, we now venture into realms that push the boundaries of our understanding, transcending the limits of our known reality. We enter the enigmatic territory of the interdimensional hypothesis. This theory posits that the entities behind the abduction phenomenon may not be extraterrestrial in origin, but rather interdimensional beings capable of traversing the planes of existence. The concept of multiple dimensions, once the stuff of science fiction, has gained traction in recent years thanks to the rapid advancements in theoretical physics. These scientific explorations have opened the door to the possibility that our reality is merely one among many, part of a vast and intricate multiverse. Proponents of the interdimensional hypothesis argue that the beings behind the abduction phenomenon might hail from these alternate dimensions, slipping in and out of our reality through unseen doorways. This idea, while undoubtedly fascinating, also serves to recontextualize the phenomenon, suggesting that the encounters are not solely about contact with beings from distant planets, but rather about the crossing of boundaries between realities. The interdimensional theory, much like its extraterrestrial counterpart, is not without its critics. Many argue that the concept, while intriguing, lacks sufficient empirical evidence to support it. Others contend that invoking alternate dimensions to explain the abduction phenomenon is simply replacing one unknown with another, leading us no closer to a concrete understanding. Yet, despite these critiques, the interdimensional hypothesis remains an alluring and provocative piece of the puzzle. It challenges us to expand our understanding of the universe and the nature of reality itself. It invites us to question our assumptions, to push the boundaries of our knowledge, and to peer into the vast unknown that lies beyond our perception. As our exploration of the abduction phenomenon takes us deeper into the realms of possibility, we are reminded that the search for answers is as much a journey of discovery as it is a quest for truth. We are called to confront our fears, our hopes, and our understanding of the world around us, seeking the answers that will illuminate the path forward, wherever it may lead. As we delve further into the enigmatic world of alien abductions, we encounter yet another layer of intrigue and complexity, a realm where secrets and conspiracy theories abound. It is here, in the shadows of clandestine government activities, that we begin to explore the notion of government involvement and cover-ups of alien abductions. The idea that powerful government institutions may possess knowledge of, or even be complicit in, alien abductions has long been a subject of fascination and speculation. Conspiracy theorists argue that governments around the world have been aware of the abduction phenomenon for decades, and have actively worked to suppress the truth and discredit those who come forward with their experiences. But what could motivate such a cover-up? Some argue that the prospect of advanced alien technology, capable of traversing the cosmos and even other dimensions, would represent an enormous strategic advantage for any nation that could harness it. Others suggest that the true motives may be more sinister, with governments potentially working in tandem with otherworldly beings to conduct experiments or manipulate the human population. These theories, while undeniably compelling, are also shrouded in mystery and skepticism. Critics argue that the lack of concrete evidence and the reliance on anecdotal accounts and supposition make it difficult to determine the truth behind these claims. Yet, in the murky waters of conspiracy, the absence of evidence can sometimes be construed as evidence itself, fueling the flames of suspicion and intrigue. Beyond the question of government involvement, conspiracy theories surrounding the abduction phenomenon also touch on the idea of shadowy, powerful organizations operating behind the scenes, pulling the strings in ways that remain hidden from the public eye. These alleged groups are said to possess knowledge of the true nature of the abduction phenomenon and wield it as a tool for control and manipulation. As we navigate the labyrinth of secrets and conspiracies that surround the abduction phenomenon, we are reminded of the complex and multifaceted nature of this enigma. Each theory, each claim, adds another piece to the puzzle, drawing us deeper into a world of intrigue and uncertainty. In the annals of UFO history and conspiracy theories, one event stands out as the touchstone of extraterrestrial lore, a story that has captured the imagination of millions around the world: the Roswell Incident. Taking place in the summer of 1947, this mysterious event would become a cornerstone of alien abduction conspiracy theories, forever altering our perception of the unknown. The story begins in the desert of New Mexico, where on July 8th, a local rancher discovered debris scattered across his land, unlike anything he had ever seen before. The unusual materials, which included metallic foil and lightweight beams, covered in strange markings, would quickly catch the attention of the nearby Roswell Army Airfield. In the days that followed, military personnel descended upon the crash site, and the first official press release would set off a firestorm of speculation. The military initially reported that they had recovered a flying disc, only to retract the statement a day later, insisting that the debris was simply the remnants of a weather balloon. But for many, the damage was already done. The conflicting statements and the swift and secretive removal of the wreckage fueled rumors that the government was hiding the truth about the incident, that the crashed object was, in fact, an extraterrestrial craft. Over time, these theories would expand to include claims of alien bodies recovered from the crash site, spawning countless books, documentaries, and eyewitness accounts, all seeking to shed light on what really happened at Roswell. The connection between the Roswell incident and alien abduction conspiracy theories is clear. If the government was indeed covering up the existence of extraterrestrial life, it stood to reason that they might also be involved in suppressing the truth about alien abductions. The Roswell incident became a powerful symbol of the battle for truth, a rallying point for those who believed that the government held the keys to unlocking the secrets of the abduction phenomenon. As the years have passed, the Roswell incident has become entrenched in popular culture, its enigmatic legacy inspiring countless investigations and debates. And while the U.S. government has released several reports in the decades since, offering new explanations for the mysterious debris, the suspicions and conspiracy theories surrounding the event have only grown stronger. It is within this tangled web of secrecy and intrigue that the Roswell incident continues to exert its powerful influence on our collective imagination. The event serves as a potent reminder of the lengths to which some believe governments and shadowy organizations will go to keep the truth hidden, and of the enduring allure of the unknown that lies just beyond our reach. As we delve deeper into the shadowy world of conspiracy theories and government cover-ups, one name echoes through the halls of secrecy and intrigue: Majestic 12. This alleged secret committee, composed of scientists, military leaders, and government officials, is said to have been created in the aftermath of the Roswell incident, entrusted with the task of investigating and managing all matters related to extraterrestrial life and technology. The story of Majestic 12 first emerged in the 1980s when a set of documents purportedly originating from the U.S. government was leaked to the public. These documents, which have since been the subject of intense scrutiny and debate, detailed the formation of the top-secret group, its members, and its clandestine operations. According to these papers, the group was established by President Harry S. Truman in 1947, with the aim of recovering and reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology and maintaining strict control over the knowledge of the UFO phenomenon. The connection between Majestic 12 and the alien abduction conspiracy theories lies in the belief that the group's reach extended far beyond the mere investigation of UFO sightings and crash retrievals. Some speculate that the abductions themselves could have been part of a covert military operation, orchestrated by Majestic 12 or a similar organization, with the goal of either studying the effects of extraterrestrial contact on humans or testing advanced technology obtained from recovered alien spacecraft. Supporters of this theory point to the presence of unmarked black helicopters, often reported in close proximity to abduction sites, and the seemingly advanced technology employed by the abductors as evidence of a human-led operation. They argue that the inexplicable phenomena reported by abductees, such as levitation, telepathy, and the removal of physical evidence, could be the result of experimental technologies developed in the secret labs of Majestic 12 or similar organizations. It suggested that the abductees might have been selected to test these technologies or to understand the human psychological response to such out-of-the-world experiences. Notably, some of the most high-profile abductees have reported being subjected to medical examinations and procedures that, while deeply invasive and traumatic, do not result in lasting physical harm. This could be viewed as supporting the theory that the abductions are, in fact, a form of clandestine human experimentation. The Majestic 12 theory, like many others in the realm of ufology, is fraught with controversy. Critics and skeptics question the authenticity of the leaked documents and argue that there is little verifiable evidence to support the existence of such a group. They suggest that the theory may be the product of misinformation, misunderstanding, or even deliberate disinformation, designed to distract or mislead those who seek the truth about UFOs and alien abductions. Yet, for the believers, the narrative of Majestic 12 provides a framework that ties together many of the seemingly disparate threads of the abduction phenomenon. It offers an explanation, however unsettling, for the secrecy and silence that surrounds the topic, and for the enduring mystery of why these abductions occur. Despite the controversy, the tale of Majestic 12 serves as a stark reminder of the lengths to which some believe our own governments may go to control information about extraterrestrial life. As we delve even deeper into the world of abductions and conspiracies, we remain confronted with the question: if not aliens, who or what is behind these mysterious abductions? As we pull back the curtain on the shadowy world of government involvement in the UFO phenomenon, one operation stands out: Project Blue Book. This was not an operation shrouded in whispers and secrecy, hidden away in covert documents. No, Project Blue Book was an official U.S. Air Force program, its existence acknowledged and its purpose clear, or so it seemed. Running from 1952 to 1969, this program was tasked with the scientific investigation of UFO sightings across America. Its mission was twofold: to determine if UFOs posed a threat to national security, and to scientifically analyze UFO-related data. But as we delve deeper into the annals of history, the question arises: could Project Blue Book have played a role in the alien abduction phenomenon? Consider the timing. The years of Blue Book's operation coincided with a significant surge in reported alien abductions. The Hill Abduction, which we earlier discussed in detail, occurred in 1961, squarely in the middle of Blue Book's tenure. Could it be a mere coincidence? Or was there something more to these seemingly unrelated threads of history? Thousands of UFO sightings were investigated, many explained away as misidentifications of natural phenomena or conventional aircraft. But a portion remained unexplained. In the context of alien abductions, these unexplained cases offer a tantalizing hint of a possible connection. After all, where there are UFOs, might there not also be abductions? An intriguing detail lies in the termination of Project Blue Book. The official line was that it was discontinued because UFOs pose no threat to national security, and there was no evidence indicating that sightings categorized as unidentified were extraterrestrial vehicles. Yet, the cessation of the project coincided with the end of the most intense period of reported abductions. Was this merely happenstance, Or was there a deeper connection hidden beneath the surface? As we probe further into the role of government and military operations in the alien abduction phenomenon, we must consider Project Blue Book as a significant part of the puzzle. While it may not hold all the answers, it represents a piece of the vast, intricate web of intrigue that surrounds the mystery of alien abductions, a web that we continue to unravel. As we've journeyed through the realm of alien abductions, exploring chilling accounts and dissecting complex theories, it's crucial to ground our understanding in the realm of science. At the heart of the search for extraterrestrial life lies a simple yet profound question. Are we alone in the universe? One attempt to answer this question comes in the form of an elegant mathematical equation, the Drake equation. Developed by American astrophysicist Frank Drake in 1961, this groundbreaking formula estimates the number of active, communicative extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy. By incorporating factors such as the rate of star formation, the fraction of stars with planets, and the likelihood of intelligent life developing, the Drake equation offers a framework for understanding the potential for life beyond Earth. As we scrutinize the numbers, it becomes clear that the vastness of the universe, teeming with billions of galaxies, each home to countless stars and planets, suggests that the probability of other intelligent civilizations existing is significant. But does this imply that alien abductions are a plausible reality? Or are these encounters a mere byproduct of our innate desire to connect with the cosmos and the beings that might inhabit it? Skeptics argue that the immense distances between stars render interstellar travel, and by extension, alien abductions, highly unlikely. The vast expanse of space and the limitations of known physics challenge the notion of extraterrestrial visitors traversing the cosmos to visit our humble planet. Yet, the very existence of the Drake equation serves as a testament to our enduring fascination with the possibility of life beyond Earth. As we continue to unravel the enigma of alien abductions, we must remain cognizant of the delicate balance between scientific inquiry and the limits of our current understanding. In our quest for truth, we must consider the interplay between skepticism and open-mindedness, for it is only by embracing both perspectives that we can begin to comprehend the complexities of the universe and our place within it. Alien abductions, whether fact or fiction, serve as a catalyst for our collective imagination, pushing us to probe deeper into the mysteries of the cosmos and confront the unknown. As we step back and contemplate the implications of the Drake equation, we are reminded that we are but a small part of a much grander tapestry. It is in this vast cosmic landscape that the alien abduction phenomenon finds its home, nestled between the boundaries of science, skepticism, and our enduring fascination with the enigmatic. Our journey through the labyrinth of the cosmos and the enigma of alien abductions leads us next to the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI. As a collective term for scientific searches for intelligent extraterrestrial life, SETI revolves around monitoring electromagnetic radiation for signs of transmissions from civilizations on distant planets. Since its inception, SETI has been relentlessly scanning the cosmos, eager for a whisper from the void that might signal we're not alone. Yet, as we strain our ears towards the heavens, an eerie silence prevails. This silence, this disquieting absence of contact, gives birth to a paradox, one that was famously voiced by physicist Enrico Fermi. Known as the Fermi paradox, it poses a simple yet profound question. If there are a multitude of extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy, then where is everybody? The paradox becomes even more pronounced when we consider the concept of time. The universe has been around for about 14 billion years. Even at a conservative pace of expansion, an advanced civilization should have been able to traverse the Milky Way in a few million years, a mere blink on the cosmic timescale. And yet, our radios remain silent. Our telescopes see no signs of interstellar voyages. Could it be that we are simply listening in the wrong way, or at the wrong time? Or perhaps our understanding of life is so limited to our earthly experiences that we cannot recognize other forms of existence or intelligence. On the other hand, could the silence be evidence of a great filter, a theoretical barrier to the development or longevity of advanced civilizations? As we grapple with the Fermi paradox, alien abduction stories add a layer of tantalizing complexity. These accounts could be seen as filling the silence, providing an answer to Fermi's question. Yet, the inconsistency and elusiveness of these encounters, coupled with the lack of concrete evidence, leaves us suspended in a state of uncertainty. This uncertainty does not diminish our quest for understanding. Instead, it fuels it. The silence of the cosmos, the enigma of the Fermi paradox, and the mystery of alien abductions together form a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. It is a riddle we are compelled to solve, for in its solution, we might finally unveil our place in the cosmos, understand our loneliness, or perhaps prepare for company. As we delve deeper into the enigmatic world of alien abductions, we must also consider the skeptical voices that call into question the validity of these accounts. These voices beckon us to look beyond the veil of fear and fascination, to examine the stories with a critical eye, and to consider alternative explanations. One such alternative explanation lies within the realm of the mind. Sleep paralysis, a temporary inability to move or speak while waking up or falling asleep, can create vivid and terrifying hallucinations. Those who have experienced sleep paralysis often recount feelings of terror, a sense of an evil presence, and the sensation of being unable to move or cry for help. These characteristics share a striking resemblance with many alien abduction stories, suggesting that the phenomenon could be rooted in our own neurology. Furthermore, skeptics argue that the power of suggestion plays a significant role in shaping abduction experiences. In a world saturated with alien-themed movies, books, and television shows, it's not hard to imagine that these stories might seep into our subconscious minds and emerge as seemingly authentic memories. The concept of memory implantation, where a person forms a false memory based on suggestion or leading questions, has been well documented in psychological research and could account for at least some abduction stories. Additionally, it is important to consider the context in which these stories arise. Many abduction accounts share a common thread of occurring during times of stress, anxiety, or personal upheaval. Could it be that these stories represent a coping mechanism, a way for people to externalize their fears and anxieties in the form of an otherworldly narrative? Skeptics also point to the lack of hard, verifiable evidence supporting the existence of extraterrestrial abductions. Despite the multitude of stories, no one has yet produced incontrovertible proof of an encounter, such as an artifact of alien origin, clear photographs, or video footage. Instead, we are left with a collection of testimonies and anecdotes, which, while compelling, ultimately fall short of providing definitive evidence. Finally, skeptics argue that the burden of proof lies with those who claim to have been abducted. In the absence of concrete evidence, they assert that we must remain cautious and adhere to the principles of scientific inquiry and critical thinking. In doing so, we can navigate the murky waters of the abduction phenomenon, separate the wheat from the chaff, and perhaps inch closer to the truth. And so the debate rages on, with believers and skeptics locked in a perpetual tug-of-war. The truth, as they say, may be out there, but it remains tantalizingly out of reach, hidden behind a veil of mystery and uncertainty, challenging our perceptions and daring us to continue our search for answers. As the debate between skeptics and believers rages on, we find ourselves standing at the threshold of another, equally fascinating realm of thought. It's a realm where the terrestrial and the celestial intertwine, where the physical and the metaphysical merge. This is the realm of spirituality, a realm that some believe holds the key to understanding the alien abduction phenomenon. Some thinkers propose that alien encounters could be spiritual experiences in disguise, suggesting that these otherworldly visitors might be spiritual entities rather than physical beings. They argue that the transformative nature of these encounters, often leaving abductees with a renewed sense of purpose and an expanded worldview, bears a striking resemblance to spiritual awakenings. Indeed, many abductees have described their experiences in profoundly spiritual terms, citing feelings of unity with the universe, a heightened sense of awareness, and even encounters with divine beings. They often return from their experiences with messages of peace, love, and environmental stewardship, suggesting that their encounters served as a conduit for higher wisdom. Some even draw parallels between alien abduction stories and ancient religious texts filled with tales of divine beings descending from the heavens, engaging with humanity, and bestowing wisdom. Could it be that our ancestors were describing their own encounters with these same entities, interpreting them through the lens of their cultural and religious understandings? Others propose that these encounters might serve as catalysts for personal growth and transformation. Like the mythological hero's journey, the abduction experience might represent a sort of initiation, a trial that pushes individuals beyond their perceived limits and ushers them into a new stage of personal and spiritual development. Another line of thought suggests that these encounters might be a form of interspecies communication, with these entities seeking to help humanity evolve spiritually. This perspective posits that we are not alone in the universe, not just in a physical sense, but also in a spiritual sense, and that these entities are reaching out to us in an effort to guide our spiritual evolution. Stepping into this realm of thought can be as daunting as it is exciting. It invites us to suspend our disbelief, to open our minds to possibilities that lie beyond our usual scope of understanding. It challenges us to ask not just what these encounters are, but what they mean, and how they can help us understand ourselves and our place in the universe. From this rich tapestry of spiritual interpretations, another curious thread emerges: the striking parallels between alien abductions and near-death experiences, NDEs. Both phenomena, despite being worlds apart in terms of their contexts, share uncanny similarities that have left researchers pondering over their possible interconnectedness. Much like alien abductees, those who have had near-death experiences often recount being taken to an otherworldly realm, encountering non-human entities, and experiencing profound transformations in their perceptions of reality. They speak of floating outside their bodies, traveling through tunnels of light, and communicating telepathically with benevolent beings, not unlike the narrative woven by many abductees. Further deepening this connection, both groups frequently return from their experiences with newfound wisdom or messages of universal love and environmental conservation. They often express no fear of death, viewing it as merely a transition rather than an end. These powerful transformations echo the spiritual awakenings described by many abductees, suggesting a common thread of transcendence that weaves its way through these disparate experiences. Could it be, then, that NDEs and alien abductions are two sides of the same coin, different expressions of a singular, underlying phenomenon? Could both experiences represent contact with a higher plane of existence, be it spiritual or extraterrestrial? Or could they be the mind's way of making sense of profoundly unusual experiences, creating narratives filled with otherworldly beings and celestial journeys? Some have even proposed that these experiences might represent a form of cosmic shamanism, a process of spiritual initiation and transformation that propels individuals into a higher state of consciousness. Like the shaman's journey into the spirit world, both NDEs and alien abductions could be seen as transformative journeys that push individuals beyond the boundaries of ordinary reality and into the realm of the extraordinary. While these ideas may seem far-fetched to some, they highlight the complexity and depth of the abduction phenomenon. They remind us that while we may be eager to find answers, we must also remain open to possibilities that challenge our preconceptions and invite us to see the world in a new light. As our journey meanders through the complex maze of abduction narratives, we must now turn our gaze towards the flickering screens of our televisions and the dog-eared pages of our books. For the realm of science fiction, with its gleaming spaceships and curious extraterrestrials, has played an instrumental role in shaping our perceptions of alien abductions. In the neon glow of the silver screen, tales of extraterrestrial encounters have thrived, captivating audiences worldwide with their blend of suspense, intrigue, and otherworldly allure. Films such as Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Fire in the Sky have woven the abduction narrative into their plots, casting a spotlight on the phenomenon and inviting viewers to contemplate the mysteries of the cosmos from the comfort of their living rooms. Simultaneously, the written word has proven to be a fertile ground for the exploration of alien abductions. From the chilling accounts in Whitley Strieber's Communion to the imaginative tales in Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse-Five, literature has breathed life into the abduction narrative, offering readers a vicarious journey into the unknown. These narratives, both on screen and on page, have done more than just entertain. They have shaped our collective imagination. They have painted vivid images of the abduction experience, of flashing lights, levitating bodies, and enigmatic extraterrestrials that have seeped into our cultural consciousness, influencing how we perceive and interpret real-life abduction reports. Yet, as potent as these narratives may be, they are not without their caveats. For in their quest for suspense and spectacle, they often distort the complexity and diversity of abduction experiences. They favor dramatic, often frightening portrayals over the more nuanced, multifaceted experiences reported by abductees, potentially stigmatizing those who have had such encounters and deterring them from sharing their stories. But even amid these challenges, the influence of popular culture remains undeniable. It has thrust the abduction phenomenon into the limelight, sparking curiosity, debate, and a thirst for understanding that continues to propel our journey into the heart of this fascinating mystery. As we delve deeper, we find ourselves not just exploring a phenomenon, but also a reflection of our collective psyche, a mirror that reveals our hopes, our fears, and our insatiable curiosity about the universe we inhabit. And in this reflection, we find a story that is as much about us as it is about the extraterrestrials we imagine. In the midst of this cultural maelstrom, one television show stands out for its profound impact on the abduction narrative: The X-Files. With its haunting theme music, enigmatic protagonists, and eerie plot lines, the show became a cultural phenomenon in the 90s, forever shaping our understanding of extraterrestrial encounters. Our journey through the dimly lit corridors of FBI's most secretive division, alongside Special Agents Mulder and Scully, introduced us to a captivating blend of mystery, science, and the paranormal. The show's exploration of alien abductions was particularly impactful, presenting viewers with intricate storylines steeped in suspense and intrigue. In this shadowy world, abductions were intricately woven into a grand narrative of government conspiracies and extraterrestrial interventions. Through the lens of the X-Files, abductions were no longer isolated incidents. They were part of a larger, more ominous plot that extended beyond our planet and into the farthest reaches of the cosmos. The influence of the X-Files was far-reaching. It not only entertained, but also informed, sparking curiosity about alien abductions and fostering a generation of viewers eager to question, investigate, and believe. The show's popularity led to a surge in interest in UFOs and abductions, with more people reporting their experiences and more researchers dedicating their efforts to unravel this enigma. Yet, much like its cinematic and literary counterparts, The X-Files also brought its share of distortions. The show's dramatic portrayal of abductions, while undeniably captivating, often overlooked the diversity of abduction experiences, painting them with broad strokes that blurred their individual nuances. Furthermore, by linking abductions to elaborate government conspiracies, The X-Files may have inadvertently fueled mistrust and paranoia, potentially deterring individuals from seeking help or sharing their experiences. This X-Files effect, as some have come to call it, is a stark reminder of the power and responsibility that comes with storytelling. As our journey through the cultural landscape of alien abductions continues, we find ourselves faced with a compelling paradox. On one hand, popular media, with its captivating narratives and wide reach, has brought the abduction phenomenon to the forefront of our collective consciousness. On the other, it has also shaped and sometimes distorted our understanding of these encounters, reminding us of the need for careful, nuanced exploration. Emerging from the echoes of our popular culture and the silver screen's tantalizing tales, we find ourselves at the heart of an unseen network. A network of abductees, their loved ones, and a host of professionals committed to providing the support and understanding that are often so desperately needed. These organizations and support groups form a haven for those who have experienced the unfathomable. They offer a safe space where abductees can share their stories without fear of ridicule, a place where they are not outliers, but part of a community that understands their experiences. Groups such as the Mutual UFO Network and the Intruders Foundation have been instrumental in providing this support. They not only offer a platform for sharing experiences, but also conduct research into the abduction phenomenon, contributing to our understanding of these encounters. These organizations often hold regular meetings, both physically and virtually, where abductees can share their experiences. The sharing is not just about lending an ear, but also about collective healing. about understanding that they are not alone in their experiences. It's a place where the shroud of isolation is lifted, replaced by the comforting cloak of camaraderie. This support extends beyond the abductees, reaching out to the families who are often left grappling with their loved ones' experiences. These groups offer resources to help families understand and cope with the impact of an abduction, providing an anchor in the tumultuous sea of uncertainty. But it's not just about sharing experiences and providing emotional support. Some of these organizations are at the forefront of advocating for abductees, challenging societal prejudices, and striving to ensure that abductees are heard and understood. As we delve deeper into the world of these support groups, we are reminded of the human side of the abduction phenomenon. Behind the sensational headlines and the riveting narratives are individuals seeking understanding and acceptance, and it is these support groups that often light the way. Yet, despite the solace they offer, these organizations also face their share of challenges, from gaining societal acceptance to ensuring the confidentiality and comfort of their members. Yet, they persist, driven by the conviction that every voice matters, every story counts. As our journey continues, we carry with us the tales of courage and resilience etched in the annals of these support groups. In the labyrinth of support networks and abductee advocacy groups, one name stands as a beacon of hope and understanding: the Bud Hopkins Intruders Foundation. Bud Hopkins, the man who put a face to the term alien abduction, was an influential figure in this field, as much an artist as he was a researcher. His foundation, built on the principles of empathy, understanding, and rigorous investigation, has become an invaluable refuge for those who have encountered the unknown. Bud Hopkins was not just a UFO researcher. He was also a pioneer. In the late 20th century, when abduction accounts were largely relegated to the fringes of society, Hopkins was one of the few who dared to listen. He was one of the first to seriously investigate these incidents, meticulously documenting them with the precision of a seasoned detective and the empathy of a compassionate listener. Under Hopkins, the Intruders Foundation became a hub for abductees across the globe. The foundation's work stretched far beyond providing emotional support. It was, and continues to be, deeply involved in abduction research. Hopkins himself authored several books on the subject, each one a testament to his unwavering commitment to understanding and validating the experiences of abductees. But Hopkins' contribution to the field was not limited to his research. His compassionate approach to dealing with abductees transformed the foundation into a sanctuary. He understood that these individuals had experienced something profoundly unsettling, something that had the potential to upend their understanding of reality. And so, he ensured that the foundation was a place where they could share their stories without fear of judgment or dismissal. The Intruders Foundation, under the guidance of Hopkins, also played a pivotal role in raising awareness about the abduction phenomenon. Through books, lectures, and media appearances, Hopkins brought the subject into the public eye, challenging preconceived notions and inviting a broader discussion about the phenomenon. Today, the legacy of Bud Hopkins and his foundation endures. The Intruders Foundation continues to offer support to abductees, providing a safe and supportive environment where they can share their experiences. It continues to conduct research, striving to shed light on one of the most compelling and perplexing mysteries of our time. Beyond the solitary path forged by individuals like Bud Hopkins, there exist global networks, vast as the night sky, working in unison towards understanding the enigma of UFOs and alien abductions. One of the most prominent among these is the Mutual UFO Network, or MUFON, an international organization whose mission is to investigate and analyze UFO sightings and abduction reports on a global scale. Founded in 1969, MUFON has become one of the most respected and influential organizations in the field of ufology. A cornerstone of their work is a network of field investigators, volunteers who are trained to investigate UFO sightings and abduction reports using a standardized methodology. Their meticulous approach ensures that each case is investigated thoroughly, with an emphasis on collecting objective, verifiable data. However, MUFON's mandate extends beyond mere investigation. Their vast database of UFO sightings and abduction reports, collected over decades, is a veritable treasure trove for researchers. This wealth of data enables a comparative analysis of cases from different geographical locations and time periods, fostering a deeper understanding of patterns and trends in the abduction phenomenon. An essential part of MUFON's mission is education. Through their regular symposiums, public lectures, and publications, they aim to demystify the UFO phenomenon, offering rigorous, evidence-based perspectives. They strive to elevate the discourse surrounding UFOs and abductions, encouraging an approach that is as informed as it is curious. MUFON's work is a testament to the power of collective effort. By bringing together a diverse array of individuals, from scientists and researchers to abductees and enthusiasts, MUFON has fostered a global community united in its quest for understanding. It's a space where experiences are validated, questions are encouraged, and the line between the known and the unknown is constantly being redefined. In this grand tapestry of abduction research and advocacy, MUFON stands as a shining star. Their relentless pursuit of understanding echoes the spirit of the Bud Hopkins Intruders Foundation, reinforcing the importance of rigorous investigation, empathetic understanding, and open dialogue. As we delve further into the enigma of alien abductions, the role of organizations like MUFON becomes increasingly clear, to serve as both a beacon and a guide, illuminating our path through the unknown. As we navigate through the constellations of abduction stories and research, we find ourselves gazing towards the future, a vast expanse filled with infinite possibilities. The abduction phenomenon, much like the field of ufology itself, has evolved significantly over the years, shaped not only by the individuals experiencing these bewildering encounters, but also by the progress and advancements of science and technology. The advent of digital technology, for instance, has transformed the landscape in unimaginable ways. Imagine the implications of omnipresent surveillance, miniaturized cameras, and advanced sensor technology. Could such advancements offer us new methods of capturing evidence of these elusive events? Could they provide us with the tangible proof we've long sought, bridging the chasm between belief and skepticism? The role of artificial intelligence and machine learning, too, cannot be overstated. As we accumulate more data from UFO sightings and abduction cases, these tools could provide invaluable insights, identifying patterns and connections that might otherwise elude human analysis. They may even help us decode the inexplicable, the mysterious symbols reported by abductees, the strange languages spoken by extraterrestrial beings, and the intricate designs of crop circles. But this future is not just about technology. It's about the evolving human perspective as well. As our understanding of the universe expands, so too does our conception of what constitutes life. The discovery of extremophiles on Earth, organisms that thrive in conditions once thought uninhabitable, has opened up new possibilities for extraterrestrial life. Will future abduction stories reflect this expanded understanding? Will abductees report encounters with beings that defy our current understanding of biology? Furthermore, our growing understanding of consciousness, the nature of reality, and quantum physics might shed new light on some of the most confounding elements of abduction experiences. Elements like missing time, telepathic communication, and even the seemingly supernatural abilities of the alien entities might find explanations in the uncharted territories of science. The future of alien abduction studies is a journey into the unknown, a voyage that will test the very limits of our curiosity and courage. As we move forward, we must remember that this journey is not just about seeking answers. It's also about asking new questions, challenging our assumptions, and expanding our understanding of what's possible. In this future, everyone has a role to play. Whether you're a researcher analyzing patterns in abduction reports, an engineer developing cutting-edge surveillance technology, or an abductee sharing your story, each contribution brings us one step closer to understanding this fascinating and confounding phenomenon. And perhaps in this quest for understanding, we'll discover not just the nature of our extraterrestrial visitors, but also the boundless potential of human curiosity and resilience. Brimming with newfound insights into the world of abduction support networks, we find ourselves venturing forward, poised on the precipice of a new frontier. Imagine, if you will, the possibilities offered by AI. In a world brimming with data, AI could become the key to unlocking patterns hidden within the vast archives of abduction reports. Machine learning algorithms could analyze accounts from across the globe, sifting through details in seconds that would take a human researcher years. The patterns these algorithms could uncover, Similarities in the physical appearance of alien entities, recurring symbols in abduction narratives, or correlations with astronomical events could illuminate our understanding of the phenomenon. The potential applications of AI go beyond pattern recognition. Natural language processing techniques could be used to analyze the language used by abductees, perhaps identifying commonalities or subtleties that escape the human ear. AI could even help decode the untranslatable alien languages or symbols reported by some abductees. And what of the role of other emerging technologies? Consider virtual and augmented reality. These tools could be used to recreate abduction experiences in startling detail, giving researchers a more visceral understanding of the events described by abductees. This could also provide a therapeutic avenue for abductees, allowing them to confront and process their experiences in a safe environment. In the quest for physical evidence, nanotechnology could also offer intriguing possibilities. Future developments might allow for the detection and analysis of microtraces left by alien entities, such as exotic materials or radiation signatures. Imagine a future where quantum computing becomes commonplace. The computational power of such devices could revolutionize our understanding of the universe and potentially our understanding of the abduction phenomenon. Quantum technologies could potentially allow us to analyze data in ways we can't yet fathom, potentially even providing us with the means to detect and analyze quantum-level traces of extraterrestrial encounters. In this envisioned future, technology is our ally, a tool that helps us sift fact from fiction, evidence from coincidence. Yet, even as we harness these incredible tools, we must remember that they are just that, tools. They can guide us, aid us, but they cannot replace the human element. Our curiosity, our courage, our capacity for empathy. These are the qualities that will ultimately lead us towards understanding. As we move forward into this exciting future, let us do so with open minds and open hearts, ready to face whatever revelations await us in the cosmic expanse. Delving into the murky depths of the abduction phenomenon, it's evident that our journey remains far from over. Alien abductions have captivated our collective imagination, sending shivers down our spines and igniting countless debates. This strange phenomenon has broken the boundaries of simple stories, deeply engraving itself into our cultural consciousness. The whispers of extraterrestrial encounters have grown into a global phenomenon, reflecting our unending fascination with the mysteries of the cosmos. We continue to chase truth and understanding within the enigmatic web of alien abductions. This chase challenges our beliefs and assumptions about the universe we inhabit, pushing us to consider the possibility of visitors from beyond our world. Whether we are skeptics or believers, the tantalizing hints offered by these puzzling experiences draw us ever closer to the elusive answers. Standing on the precipice of the vast cosmic expanse, the nagging question remains, are we alone? The abduction phenomenon provides a tantalizing glimpse of the possibilities that extend beyond our terrestrial boundaries, sparking a myriad of questions about what secrets the universe may yet unveil. As our technological capabilities expand and our cosmic understanding deepens, we edge closer to unlocking the answers to this enduring mystery. In the final analysis, the alien abduction phenomenon stands as a testament to our relentless curiosity and our unwavering drive to venture into the unknown. As we navigate the crossroads of science, spirituality, and popular culture, we are the torchbearers of truth, tasked with deciphering the mysteries lurking in the shadows and confronting the enigma of alien abductions. The path ahead is shrouded in uncertainty, but one thing is clear: our journey into the cosmos heart, where secrets unfold like a grand cosmic drama, has just begun. Who knows what unscripted scenes await us? After all, the universe loves to surprise its audience.